So if you looked on any real estate websites, and anyone can do this, and you start clicking through houses in an area that you want or a style that you like, it seems funny that you always know which houses are going to be the great houses and which ones aren't. A lot of times, the house may not be the greatest house. It may be in an area that you wouldn't otherwise consider. There may be a power line not that far away, power tower. Something may be off, but the house just speaks to you from the listing. So what goes into creating one of those listings from a marketing standpoint? Well, you have to start with a great property. No matter what the condition is, properties can be great, but not a mansion or not pristine. You can have a great property that has amazing bones, and it doesn't have to knock it out of the park on updates. So what goes into creating that great listing? Great listings invoke an emotion. They invoke a response from someone. And like I said, it really doesn't matter what the condition of the property is in order to do this. So that's what you want to do when you're selling your house. You want your listing to invoke a feeling, an emotion. You want people to be drawn to it. And how does that happen? Great photos are a must. And I'm not just talking about point and shoot photos of a house. I'm talking about angles. I'm talking about light. I'm talking about drone photos if you've got a property, nice property that you want to show off so that people can see the entire picture and not just the picture of the front of a house. Dead on. So you've got a lot of stuff that goes into that. Even your disclosures on your property can create that feeling. As funny as that sounds, when I look through and I see a disclosure with very little information in it, I kind of get a little suspicious. But when I go through and see a disclosure that has real repairs that have been made, extra pages where people describe things that they've done to the house, like the house I showed last night. Amazing property. It was renovated recently within the past 10 years. Beautiful home, and issues that they discovered when they renovated were fully disclosed and the repairs were described. So the disclosures were thorough, and it fed into the whole entire picture of this gorgeous place that we looked at. The marketing materials inside the house and outside the house should be attractive and simple. Too much busyness in the marketing can really turn some people off. It should just be attractive and simple and a nice supplement to all those other components. And when people go in, the house should be clean. No matter what condition it's in, just make sure it's clean. If it needs a few things, and maybe it's an estate from mom and dad, but it's obvious that while they owned it, they loved it and took care of it and kept it clean, even though it may not be updated or upgraded to the hilt, that still can be an attractive house, an attractive listing. In the marketing, the best features should be presented. I hear people a lot of times when we go through houses who say, wow, they didn't take a picture of that. We want the best features of the house to be presented in the marketing. So if it's got something special, that special thing needs to be highlighted. People shouldn't have to guess that it's there. And every property, no matter where it is or what it is, has something unique about it that makes it great in some way. Whether it's the yard, whether it's the house, whether it's a special room in the house, a sunroom, a pool area, there's always something that should be featured when that house is marketed. So not only should it be clean, you should have light in the house. Dungeons don't go over well. You need to have some good light sources in the house, some fabulous natural light if possible. And the house should smell good or just be free from bad smells, because nobody wants to stay in a house that ever smells bad. That'll invoke an emotion, but it's not quite the emotion that we're going for when we're trying to sell your house. So keep that in mind. I mean, it's not enough for somebody to take pictures of your house and put them on the internet. In order to get top dollar and to really attract the buyers to your house, no matter what condition it's in, you need to be able to invoke an emotional response. And price is always going to be the key. price surrounded by this great marketing, because if it has good bones but it needs some work and you're pricing it like it doesn't, like it's been renovated, that's never going to win over the hearts and minds of anyone. But if it's priced appropriately enough to give people vision to see what they can do there, you know, if everything's gone downhill and it needs just a complete renovation, you need to keep in mind that you need to market those good bones, or market what it is, but price it so that an investor can get in there and hit a home run with all the updates and upgrades and repairs that it needs. Great listings invoke positive emotion just from seeing them on the internet. And when you get there, what you've presented on the internet needs to match what the house is really like as well. I know I was playing with the AI in a couple videos ago. We were talking about this where the AI described this mansion and the house was really a fixer-upper. So make sure that the marketing matches the condition of the house in an honest way, but still evokes that emotion and just draws people in to the property to see the possibilities, whether it's a mansion or whether it's a fixer-upper. If you have questions about this or any other real estate related topic, you can always call me at 513-236-1254. You can private message me, and if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. Thanks, bye.